Hey everybody, it's Cynthia. Welcome to Including You Journals. I hope your world is wonderful today. I hope all things in your life are going great. They are for me. I'll just go ahead and say that. Look what we are working with today. So today I found this book, and I found it on Amazon. They are just the Go, Spot, Go, See Dick, Run, Jane, Sally, books that we read if you're a child of those early 60s, late 50s, and you ever learn to read with these books or you taught with them, you will know exactly what I'm referring to. As a teacher, I love these. I also love the nostalgia of them, of just remembering the days of when I was little and innocent and everything was grand in life. It helps me to remember that everything is still grand in life. I want to look at it that way. So I ordered a couple of those books, and they're pretty old in their own right. I think the one that I have here is from 1995, 1997, something like that. So let's see what we can do with Dick, Jane, and Sally, and some really old pictures and maybe some text. Look how large that first grade text is right there. That's so cool. And here, oh, and then you have to decide whether you're going to use the little red wagon or whether you want, I think that's Sally in the green car with her little teddy bear. But today, I want to continue using something different as a page in a journal. Sometimes I purchase tissue paper that might be gold or have silver swirls or paisley or some kind of, what would I call it, brocade, or some really pretty design. It might be quatrefoil or something that I would want to use in a journal, and I stick a page of that in my journal. And I quite frequently do things like that because I want an unusual page to be there. Today, this is simply not vellum, but a piece of tracing paper. Yes, a very simple piece of tracing paper, and I just used my method of folding over a sheet of copy paper so that I could kind of see the size that I wanted and how it would fit. Well, it was a little bit long, and so I folded it over and glued the edges so that I would have pockets. And now I have pockets, and I want to play with this Jane, Dick, and Sally paper that I have found and see what I can do with it. And I may add a few other things in there as well. But let's see what we can do to begin with. I think, wow, I really love these three little ones. Their heads, let me pull it up here where we can see it together. Their heads, look how even the little brown head, it almost looks toe-headed there. But they're all lying, squatting, looking out into the water at their reflections. The wonderment of a child, the innocence of the age of the child. Isn't that always just a lot of fun? It brings back memories, I think, to all of us. And those fun days when we used to play outside. I can remember my grandma or my mom saying, just, go outside. I'll call you when it's time to come to lunch or whatever. I even remember packing lunches and taking them out in the woods by the creek. I never saw the first snake. No one ever scared me about snakes. I didn't get weird over all that kind of thing until I got older. We would just go traipsing off through the woods, climbing trees, and of course, if there was a tree that had fallen somewhere, as a 6-year-old, I was going to walk that tree and often did those kinds of things. Now, do I want, I'm looking to see if I want some kind of text behind that. And maybe I do. Let's see what we have here. I love page numbers. Okay, maybe that's what we'll do right there. And I'm gonna tear this again. It's old. It feels so wonderful in my hands. I just think this tearing effect, I don't often tear. I'm a cutter pretty much by nature. But this just feels so good to the touch. And I think it kind of lends itself to the tearing. You know, this is kind of an odd pulling away from the picture. It's where the picture doesn't really start or stop. So I think maybe that's why I'm thinking this is about, okay, I don't want to cover up all of the text. All right, I think that's going to be it right there. I'm looking to see if I'm in the camera. Wow, there's a lot of shadow. That's because I'm videotaping in the evening, trying to get some videos in before Easter. I hope your Easter plans are coming along great and that you're looking forward to the holiday. It's this will not post by Easter by any means, but you know, do you still go out and find that Easter dress or those Easter shoes or your new spring clothes, something that you're going to be using at school or church or just in life? It's time to get out. I know my mom used to tell me that we couldn't wear white until after Easter, and of course we always had to have an Easter bonnet, an Easter hat. Those are just good times that sort of come to memory when I'm working on something like this. Okay. And I'm not really calling this a pocket. I really wanted to just showcase this tracing paper as something different, as another kind of page that one could use in a journal. It's also fun, I think, to write on. If you have a calligraphy pen, how cool would that be? Reminds me of those old inkwell writers that people used to use back in the early 60s. I was born in 1960, so during that time period of growing up in the early 60s, even in the late 60s when people would use those pens, and I would see pens from the 50s and how they would just make that really cool welling sometimes as someone would write with them, an adult usually in my life. You know, children always had to use a pencil back in the day. Okay, love that. Let's see here. Okay. Wow, I'm doing a little tone on tone again today. I find myself doing that quite a bit lately. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm going to push it up here to that paper, let it all kind of be together. I think he needs a they need a butterfly. I don't see anything out though that's it's kind of dark. Oh, that sort of picks up on the blue though. Guess what? I think I'm going to use it. I don't like to spend a lot of time trying to choose, but you know, sometimes you just can't seem to make it work and you don't want to just go for it. You want it to look right. So I understand that. Let's go about right here so I can include him with the children. Oh, I think that's cool. Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm going to stop there just because I want to show what it is that we can do and how we can use these. I can add lots more decoration, but I'm looking right now quickly for a place that I might want to put this in a journal, and I think this could be a cool place. If I have that in a journal. Okay. I'm probably going to pull it down, maybe not all the way to the bottom, but leave it sort of up there in the air a little bit. And I have all kinds of pages in this journal, actually encyclopedia pages, a book from Edith Holden. This is a Ledger digital page. You can tell because the white page on the background. This is some William Morris. Love William Morris. And again, it's a digital, so I've just printed that off. And just pages from Pixabay, Pixabay. I spell that a lot because I don't know everybody, I don't hear a lot of people using Pixabay, but you can get so much off of Pixabay without it costing you anything. Not only that, it's copyright free, which is wonderful. So if you're beginning, even if you're not beginning, but if you're beginning and you're trying to find digitals or whatnot, you can find them there to be able to use. Oops, I ran my hand over that and felt a place where the glue did not go all the way to the edge. Let me take care of that right now. I'll hold that a second. Look at this in this journal. I really think this is pretty. It's just, you have that white vellum-y kind of thing going on because you're using tracing paper. So you can see that there are some things going on like this here. And I was gonna grab a card to show maybe if you wanted to put something in the pocket as a journaling card. I don't think that takes away from that at all. And if you had writing, your own handwriting on that, I actually think that would be quite pretty to see that. And I'm going to flip on over to the other side. And here we see it. Again, let's see what I was using this. Oh, this is a pocket that I think I'm going to put on here that I made in another video. One of Rachel's designs from Roxy Creation, where I was just going to glue or clip this pocket in. And you can see that, yes, there are things there. There's a little belly band holding it together. But look how pretty that would be on a page. Here and here, it looks a little plain, but you have lots of stuff for place for writing here, even on this, and decorate a journaling card to put in a pocket. You could decorate it, or again, have the writing here, and how pretty that would be. And I might finish putting something here, but I also am going to wait and hold off because I'm not sure if it's going to go exactly here, and I kind of want to have it a little bit of continuity with the pages that you can actually see. But I hope you had an idea. So in the last video, I used parchment paper. In this video, I'm using tracing paper. A piece of vellum would be great. Lots of any kinds of papers that you can find go great in a journal. So let's think of ways to use those. I hope this gave you an idea, and I hope you'll have a great day, and I hope you'll join me again. Thanks. Bye.